everybody. Nice to see you. And I know it's what date is it today? It's the 13th of the 3rd, so 13th of March, and it's a beautiful sunny day here on the south coast. And obviously, everyone's got the same topic in mind at the moment, and everyone is feeling, by the looks of things, quite stressed. I've been talking to a lot of people via social media, being called, and all sorts of things. You know, people phoning me up, people messaging me saying how stressed they are, how frightened they are, what cream should they use, etc. So I thought I'd just come on quick, do a quick message out to everybody on this beautiful day. In the background here, I've got some music playing, which is drumming, and one of the main things that we've been talking about is, you know, the use of sound and the use of crystals and how helpful they are at the moment, as well, of course, as essential oils and anything from nature, you know, really. So natural essences, natural things. These are the things that are going to be really, really helpful. So I'm going to keep it fairly short here today. I am going to just tune in and do a quick live as well after this. I'm not as good as some of you professionals and having a live going on at the same time as a video. So I want to upload this one, and then we'll do a quick live afterwards. There are some important things to remember at the moment. Everyone is in a panic over this virus. Firstly, thing to deplete the immune system further is fear and panic, because it reduces or adjusts cortisol levels, which stress out and deplete the immune system. So it's a very good idea not to get stressed out and panic. Turn the drumming down just a little bit. I just love this sunshine. You know, it's just like upgrading every cell of our bodies. So the sacred sounds that I think we need to be talking about at the moment are the drumming, so like a heartbeat, and the solfeggios, so the solfeggio harmonics. Stick with pure frequencies that really sit well with you. If something grates on you, and I've heard some music recently which has really grated on me, and I haven't been able to listen to it for many reasons. In fact, I've been putting CDs just in the bin because they just, I can't listen to them because my senses are now so heightened that listening to something that just doesn't, it's like eating something that doesn't sit well with me. You know, I just can't do it anymore. Sounds, I'm much more sensitive to sounds, much more sensitive to taste, vibration, you know, choosing different foods, choosing different sounds to be around. Very lovely to be in nature, nice to be in amongst, you know, the rustling of the trees and you know, the wind when it's gentle, and bird song, and you know, the sounds of nature, absolutely beautiful. So the key things are relax, meditate. I made a few notes to try and keep it short today. This is a fantastic opportunity to stay at home. Everyone's saying, oh, isolate yourself. You know, we've got all these fear-based things around, you know, coronavirus, which, by the way, is going to fizzle out by the end of this month. And there is going to be a global meditation that we're taking part in on the 4th of the 4th. I am running ceremony here on that day, but on the 4th of the 4th will be a global Stargate activation that you can join in with from your heart space, and that is to calm everything down. And it is global, and you know how powerful it is to join together as a oneness, as a unity consciousness, and just to meditate and to come together. So we're going to do that. So tune in on the 4th of the 4th with us in our ceremony here, and also with I would say thousands of people around the planet. It's this meditation is going to go far and wide, and the vibration is going to enter into the grids of Mother Earth and to activate the stargates within our own being and within Mother Earth, and also activating those on Mars and Venus. So that's very important. The energies that are coming up very much at the moment are the Stargate in Mount Shasta, California. So Mount Shasta is the seat in the etheric for Archangel Gabriel, but it's also very connected to Lemuria, and Lemuria is a fifth dimensional place that existed parallel with Atlantis, and they overlapped certainly, and this is something that you might like to tune into in your meditations. Lemurian seed crystals, Lemurian crystals, the Lemurian skulls, the crystal skulls. And, there is some very interesting things going on when you tune into that. Between the 5th and the 7th of this month, we were connecting to Hawaii and the Atlantean stroke Lemurian energies in Hawaii, and a huge plume of electric blue and turquoisey light hit Hawaii between the 5th and the 7th. I feel on the 5th, to be honest with you. I was knocked for 6. I couldn't actually move. Teddy and I were both really knocked out. In fact, we all felt ill, couldn't eat, did sleep, but slept so much, slept so deeply, with such crazy sort of experiences in our lucid state. Saint Germain, however you want to pronounce the Ascended Master of Saint Germain, and Lady Portia, they're stepping forward very much in order to help us at the moment as well. So that's very important. Use the silver violet flame, and allow it to flow into our energy fields from above, from the central sun, and below from Gaia's energy. Bring them both together in your heart. Blaze the violet flame through every cell of your being, through every molecule, through every atom, through every strand of DNA, upgrading you with this amazing sunshine that we've got, that's giving off this light that's upgrading us in this beautiful way. So if you blaze the violet flame, the silver violet flame through you, then it's going to be a really helpful exercise to not just for your own body, but for your family and your loved ones and those around you, for your space. You can use it in your space, your clients, if you're a therapist, or one of our wonderful nurses or doctors who are so overstretched at the moment, not knowing how to handle the frequencies of this, viral thing that's knocking everybody out. Viruses go around the planet all the time. Our immune systems, as long as they stay strong, are very well able to cope. The creams that I've been using in order to help with those, and people, I was just speaking to one of my lovely clients this morning, and I've got 5 creams that I'm using at the moment, and one of course is the thymic cream. So the thymus is all about immune system, self-protection on all levels. So the higher heart is here, and it connects to karmic patterning and immune systems and the shifting of the heart into the higher heart position and boosting us up. Along with the thymus cream, why not have some. In the mornings, I have lemon water every morning, 45 minutes before having any food. So, I do my meditation and I go and get a drink of lemon water and sort of go and sort of lay down for a little bit longer and just allow this warm lemon water. Warm drinks also boost the immune system rather than cold ones. So, if you're wondering, why you perhaps are drawn to drinking warm water or something, some peppermint oil in some warm water or something like that, then that'll be the reason for it, because intuitively you know that you need something that's going to not stress your immune system, like fear and panic and cold drinks, but actually warm things and very simple foods too. Really simple. You may be thinking, that your food choices are very different, your dietary preferences. Just go with what feels right for you at the moment. And if you feel like sleeping until lunchtime, then do that, because it's like our body just need that reboot. But the thing that the lemon water does also is to helps to activate the liver, and the liver is a great source of hormones which are going to upgrade. Not our cream to white now. I'm just going to put some liver support cream on, just to really boost the action of the liver. It's not about alcohol so much as hormones, and it's the powerhouse of the body, the liver, and it can regenerate in 2 weeks. So, let's just give it some support right now. And one of the things that works very much alongside the liver is the spleen, and that's all about blood and the red blood cells and releasing of anger. And I've noticed also that even though I'm followed by about 10,000 of you on my 8 Facebook pages and other social media, on Instagram and on LinkedIn and Twitter and the other things that I'm on, I've had thousands of people following me, and I've had 3 people attack sort of verbally, but only 3 out of those thousands, because they're being triggered by whatever it is that I've said or posted about staying calm, and not going into panic. But that's not bad going, really, out of all of those thousands of people. Just 3 people that have sort of said, I think you're this, or I think you're that. When people do get triggered and they show, an emotion, the guidance is not to take it personally, and you will notice this in your own families and your own friends, and perhaps social media, out in the shops and stores and things. People might vent their anger, because anger is underpinned by fear. And of course, if people are fearful and stressed, the time is shifting. They're worrying about money. They're worrying about the financial structures collapsing all over the planet. They're worrying about all sorts of things at the moment. They're worrying about being sick. They're worrying about a family member or a loved one being sick or catching something. There's forgive my phone for bing bonging. There are lots of things that could really help us. So I'm focusing on those things at the moment, and the guidance is to rise. I don't want to say rise above, because that would give you the idea that I thought I was better than anybody else, and I'm not. I'm the same as everybody else. We're all the same. We're all on this planet, walking this journey together, right? So we're walking each other home. So I certainly encourage myself and my loved ones to view everything from a higher perspective. See the big picture. See, not to take things personally. If people are kicking off and getting upset and angry and accusing you of things, then it can feel initially hurtful. But if it does feel hurtful, then that's a trigger for you to clean on what's on the inside. So do your Ho'oponopono. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, cleanse your bubble, and to, on a higher level, thanks that person or that comment for triggering something within you, and then allow it to release, and just observe that person, may have been triggered into a higher level of being and vibrating for themselves too. So, I think that's really important. So the venting of the spleen. So I've got my liver cream and my spleen cream on, and I've got my thymus cream on. Of course, it goes without saying the antiviral cream. Yes, of course, of course we're going to do sensible things. We're going to wash our hands. We're going to use lemon water. We're going to use vitamin C. We're going to, eat healthily. All of those things. We're grown a lot. A lot of us are grown-ups. We're taking responsibility for our own health. We're not rushing off to the doctor and saying, "Give me antibiotics," because antibiotics are not going to work. They're only going to hurt you more in this frequency. However, as a disclaimer, which I take from one of the people I was listening to the other day, if you feel sick, I have to say, go to your chosen health practitioner, whether that be, a doctor or a nurse or another therapist that you like and trust, and go and get a second opinion. I'm not here to diagnose. I'm not here to tell you it's all fine. What I'm going to tell you is that if you get stressed out and frightened and go into panic, then you are weakening your immune system, guys. There are ways to strengthen it, and there are hundreds, if not thousands of us around the planet that are giving you suggestions and tools in order to be able to go into looking after yourself and taking responsibility for yourself and your health. And if you need to rest, then go and rest, and your body then, with a nice strong immune system, can deal with whatever you've got going on. But if you think you're going to die a horrific death and choke and gurgle, then you know what, you will. I remember hearing many times in my 25 years of working one-to-one with people, about people who have been diagnosed with let's say cancer, for instance, and they were given, there's one chap who was given 6 months to live out in America, and the whole family got involved with the bucket list, and the fact that he was going to die on a particular day in June, and everybody was believing it and everything. So anyway, on that particular day in June, yes, he did die, and then they did an autopsy and looked into it further, and they realised that he didn't have a cancer cell in his body, and in fact he'd been given the wrong notes. Someone, when they'd given him his dying date, had been referring to the wrong notes, but his belief system allowed him and his family to enter into the scenario, the timeline, where he believed he was going to pass out of his body on that date, and sure enough he did. So, take responsibility. Get a second opinion if you get diagnosed with something. And there are so many stressed out medics out there at the moment. They really are struggling to cope with everything that's going on. So there are some things that you can do before you go off and do that. The last cream I'm going to show you today is this. Obviously I do a whole range, but the last one is the nervous system support. And the nervous system, yes, we're getting with these light upgrades, we're getting upgrades, and our whole nervous system needs to be supported as we get this increase in messages coming in from the great central sun, upgrading our nervous system. That's another reason that we are being encouraged to relax and to restore ourselves. So I think that's it, guys, really. I just wanted to play you some gentle music today on a very quick sort of check-in. I'm doing a lot more blogs and a lot more podcasts, a lot more live stuff. I've got a Raise Your Vibration Level 7 coming up, which is surfing the waves of emotion. And we're connecting in with the inner earth, Telos, Shambhala, Agartha, the beings that live within the earth, the ant people, the good reptilian energy, the higher frequencies, those that looked after us and enabled us to survive at the great floods that historically washed our planet clean when it all went wrong in Atlantis. If you want to know more about that, do contact me. We've got 4 places only left on that course, so it's the third and final one that I'll be running in the UK. The other 2 sold out within days, one within hours. So if you do want to do a Raise Your Vibration course with me, I think it's May. Have a look at my website, organicaromatherapy.co.uk or oaonline.co.uk. And the one other thing I wanted to say to you guys today. Oh yeah, I'm doing a lot more talks as well. So I'm doing 2 talks next week, and we're doing a lot more sort of sharing of information. If there's anything I can do to help, I'm also doing a lot of one-to-ones, a lot of Skype sessions and all of that. You know about those things. You can find me in many places on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter, as I said earlier, and LinkedIn. If you can't find me, just type in, I tried it the other day, type in Sarah Williams, healer, aromatherapist, and I'm there. I'm just there in Google. So you can contact me. I'm doing free readings, I'm doing a lot of free stuff, and the talismans are flying out the door at the moment because they're a nice easy way of, if you forget to put your creams on in the morning, then the talismans are on all the time, and I just wear mine all the time. And I've had mine on for over a year, as have a lot of the people who first got them when Becky brought them over from Bali a year ago. We've had some amazing feedback. They don't break, they're just amazing things. We give them a year's guarantee because we're so convinced that you can wear them in the shower, in the pool, in the bath, in the hot, in the cold, and whatever. And it does. Wearing a sacred symbol on your body is incredibly powerful, and the ancients knew this. But also the way that they're blessed. So you'll see on my social media a lot more about that. Guys, it's alright. It is alright. Breathe, relax, get out into nature, all the usual stuff, drink water, warm water, boost your immune systems, get plenty of vitamin C. If anybody gives you an antibiotic, make sure you take a probiotic. You need to look after your immune systems, look after your liver and your spleen. Use the throat cream, the thymus cream, nervous system support, all the things that I'm doing at the moment. And to be gentle with yourself, and a bit of solfeggio in the background or some nice gentle drumming, you're good to go. And for those that are going through frightening times at the moment, my heart goes out to you. And I'm not playing it down, but I'm also not going to feed into the fear. We were told that a third of the planet was going to leave. The ancients have always predicted it. They've always said that a third of the souls on this planet would leave now. I've been banging on about this for 20 years. This is not news to me. And anyone who's worked with me or studied with me, you will have heard about it because I haven't kept it quiet. And I am here to help. And know many of us are. I've got many colleagues. It's just a case of who you're drawn to, and everyone's going to go to the right person for them. I send you all so much love. Chill out, relax, breathe, do all the things that I just said, and it'll all be very much passed by the 28th of March. It'll be very much calmed down, and the 4th of the 4th. Remember, join us in that meditation if you want to. We'll be in ceremony, but also globally. There's a global meditation that we can all join into. And the intent with that is to calm and dispel fear and negativity on the planet, to help Mother Earth shift into the next frequency of joy, bliss, gratitude, fifth dimension, all the lovely stuff, bilocation, instant manifestation. Think it and you're there. And if you want an example of that, then just very last thing I'm going to say is what about Doctor Who? Has anyone here seen Doctor Who? Doctor Who with this lovely girl that's on it. She is a Time Lord, and actually a lot of what goes on in a entertainment format is real. So Men in Black, E.T., um, Spielberg stuff, a lot of Spielberg stuff. Uh, oh my goodness, there are so many things. Star Trek. Um, it's real. It is actually real. It's been preparing us on an entertainment level for what's going on with the disclosure that is now in rollout. Also, last thing I'm going to say is on the coronavirus front, have a look at the correlation between 5G, where it's been rolled out, and where problems are with the coronavirus, little pockets around the world. I'm not saying any more than that. Have a little look down the rabbit hole. Much love.